సోషల్ మీడియా రాజ్యమేలుతున్న ప్రస్తుత కాలంలో ఫేక్ కంటెంట్కు కొదవ లేకుండా పోయింది. ప్రస్తుతం సోషల్ మీడియాలో ఫేక్ కంటెంట్ను అడ్డుకునేందుకు ఎలాంటి అవకాశం లేకపోవడంతో ఫేక్ గాళ్లు రెచ్చిపోతున్నారు. ఫేక్ వార్తలు, వీడియోలు సృష్టిస్తూ తమకు ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టుగా ఫేక్ సమాచారాన్ని ప్రచారం చేస్తున్నారు. ఇలాంటి ఫేక్ సమాచారాన్ని గుర్తించి వాటిని అడ్డుకునేందుకు మీడియా ప్రతినిధులకు హైదరాబాదులో అవగాహన కార్యక్రమం నిర్వహించారు. ఇండియన్ స్కూల్ ఆఫ్ బిజినెస్ మరియు సైబర్ పీస్ ఫౌండేషన్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో డిజిటల్ యుగంలో ఏఐ, డీప్ఫేక్స్, సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ, మీడియా బాధ్యత అనే అంశంపై వర్క్షాప్ ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. ఈ వర్క్షాప్లో భాగంగా మీడియాకు అందే వీడియోలు, ఆడియో, ఫోటోలు, ఇతర వార్తలు కొన్నిసార్లు ఏఐ, డీప్ఫేక్ వంటి వాటితో సృష్టించినవి వచ్చే అవకాశం ఉందని, అలాంటి వాటి విషయంలో జర్నలిస్టులు అనుక్షణం అప్రమత్తంగా ఉండాలని ఐఎస్బీ ప్రతినిధులు అవగాహన కల్పించారు. అలా వచ్చిన వాటిలో నకిలీవి ఏవో, నిజమైనవి ఏవో గుర్తించడం చాలా ముఖ్యమని తెలిపారు. అనుమానం వస్తే ఫ్యాక్ట్ చెక్ చేసుకోవాలని వివరించారు.
What is the main purpose of this workshop, sir?
The purpose of this workshop was to kind of ask the journalists and try to understand their challenges in identifying the fake content which is becoming more and more popular, and the fake news, what are the tools they are using, and also help them with some of the tools, the AI related tools which they can use actually, which can help them identify the fake news and the fake content.
Okay, sir. During this workshop, we have learned about there is no one using their verification AI tools. What your opinion on that?
So there is no one single tool clearly, right? Because if you think about, there are so many different firms basically who create these generative AIs. So there is a Google, there is a Meta, there is a Microsoft, there is an OpenAI. So clearly, because they are using different technologies, there is, so as of now, there is no one single tool which can identify all different kinds of content. So that's hopefully in future we will have the one single tool which can identify all different kinds of fake news. But as of date, we don't have any one single tool. So we have to use the multi-pronged approach to actually identify these things.
Could you give the advice to avoid the fake news like that?
So my advice would be to basically use common sense, right? That's the best advice I can give. That actually use your common sense to see if the news is very kind of, how, I mean, again, when I say the common sense, it's just a common sense, right? Whether this news is provocative, right? Is this news, what is the reason somebody might be doing, right? Can there be a malicious kind of reasons why somebody wants to propagate some kind of news, right? So using the and then of course there are a lot of AI related tools like the today we talked about the Google's synthetic ID, and there are other tools basically which can help you identify the fake videos or fake content or the fake pictures, right? But generally, I would say the best is to use your own judgment, use your common sense to first identify whether potentially this could be harmful and the fake news.
Could you give me the one way to stop this fake news, like that one app or application or like that, any link?
Sure. I mean, one application. So one I suggested to the people is on your mobile. So there are two things, right? So when we say, for example, you get a lot of SMS for verification of, KYC verification or something, right? So there is an app called Mobi Armor, which all of you should download on your from the Play Store on your mobile phone, which will actually help you identify whether the link is actually genuine or not. If the link is really of the SBI bank or is it basically somebody made it up. And the other is also, I said, use the Google, right, to reverse images tool, which is available freely. And in fact, if you'll Google, right, how to identify the fake content, you will find a lot of different tools, because these tools are evolving. So today whatever I'll tell you, by tomorrow there'll be a better tool, right? So I would rely on immediately searching what are the best tools, so at least for next 3-4 months you can use, and then 4 months later maybe there will be a better tool, right? So right now I use the Google and the synthetic ID, which we discussed today also, to identify some of the fake content.
Would you give the best advice to the journalist, nowadays journalist, to prevent the fake news spreading?
as I said, my advice would be to use a lot of common sense, right? The old school, right? Try to think about, maybe is there a reason this somebody trying to promote this kind of news because they have a malicious intent, right? That's the first question you should definitely ask, and that will guide you whether you should verify this or not, whether it makes sense or not, right? And whether one should actually share it with the public.